So today I went to go get something for the backyard. I mean, backyard, right? And uh, there's a barbecue shop next to the place I go to, right? So today I was there, and black people sold it. I guess they sold it, right? So when I was in there, a customer walked in to pick up a order, a calling order, and a black lady walks in, right? A black lady walks in, calls for her order, and calls for her order. They give it to her, and then like he asked the waitress or whatever, like what happened to such and such. The lady didn't know who that was. And she goes, the lady goes, they're the owners. And the white girl was like, well, they're not the owners of this restaurant. My mom and dad own it. So the black lady's like, she's just staring at her. So the, the couple walks in, a white couple walks in, I guess the owners. So the black lady asked for such and such again, and the couple tells her that no, that they bought the restaurant. So the lady wants her money back because it's not a black-owned restaurant. Big old stink about it. I was like, I mean, it was big. It was She made a big old deal about it, right? So think about this. I have never been into a liquor store that said white owned. I've never been into a restaurant that said white owned. Um, I never been to a restaurant that said Mexican owned. Nothing. But I've seen stores that say black owned. I've seen stores, the restaurants that say black owned. Um, so I was like, I was really just thinking, right? And there's no other race that talks about their own more than blacks, right? It's, everybody should be proud of it. But at the same time, I think they're the most racist people there is. And I don't think they understand that. Like that was, I think that was probably some of the most racist shit I've ever seen. It was from a black lady. It was mind-boggling though, just to see it. Like I've never seen a, I never seen a slave before, and I don't think none of you guys has ever seen a slave. Um, so Boris, I don't think anybody that knows anybody that owns a slave. Um, what's up, Yee? What the hell? What's going on with you? You're gonna fall? Oh, look at this dummy. So, um, to go forward, you gotta let go. Shit, period, right? It's all psychology books, all doctors say that if you want to go forward or to grow mental, whatever, you have to let go. So you have to let go, right? So if if everybody's gonna ever try to get rid of racism, which is never gonna happen, you would have to, the blacks have to let go of that the past, right, for them to move forward. Because there's too many. They bring. I mean, today it blew my mind, and I wasn't trying to single her out, but it was just mind-boggling that somebody would say that in 2026. Like this is in a black-owned restaurant, like or a white-owned restaurant, like say in Alabama. But you see that everywhere. Black-owned saloon, black-owned barbershop, black-owned. Whites don't do that, and if they did, all they would be the news would be over there. All kinds of shit would be going on. Just seriously, think about that. You know, like um, people don't like they say that blacks are the most copied. Um, I forgot how most copied a group of ethnicity group or whatever that most people imitate them, copy, want to be like them because it's sports, you know. Um, but I don't understand this. All the tattoos, you know, like I'm not trying to debate or anything, but I'm just trying to bring some points up. There was no blacks that were tatted until like into the 2000s. They weren't doing none of this, dog. They weren't doing none. That came from us. The gold grill, that's not a black thing. That's an ad. The first people ever reported with gold teeth were Aztecs and Mayans. It's a fact. It's a fact. There's a lot of little things that people don't really have the education or the brains to know about, like what tattoos all sleeved up and all that. Little Wayne was like barely got tatted up. All these dudes barely got started looking like this. We've been looking like this. Um, uh, uh, the skater look, that's the bands, the Dickie shorts, that's us. We've been doing that. But, you know, um, some people just don't pay attention, or they're not old enough, or they're just a lot naive, or just slow. You're not going to keep up with the blacks in no kind of sports. It's not going to happen. There's never going to be a Mexican Michael Jordan. There's never going to be none of that shit. Never going to be a Mexican Shaquille O'Neal. Not happening. Never going to be a Mexican Mayweather or a Mexican Crawford. It's all out. So, but you guys got to give us our credit. Because there was no blacks tatted up in the 90s at all. That shit just barely started happening. That's a fact.